Hello. So, I actually decided that. Let me double check that I'm recording properly. Yes, I am recording properly. Anyways, I wanted to get into the next character tonight, but I took too long making food, and I also took too long working on uploading every other video. So, here's what's going to happen. We're going to roll up our next character, our sixth, since the Dreamer doesn't really count as a character. They're here as a joke. So our sixth character will be down here. And we'll roll our traits right now. That's tough. That's rough, pal. So we're already starting strong with sun gravity. Cozy, simple. And then 65. That one might end up being something bad. This character sucks. Sun gravity and no arms? We're fucked. We're cooked. That is a problem for future me. But you're gonna be experiencing future me right now. Hello. And welcome. Hold on. Do I have the correct... Do I have everything? Nope, I don't have it set, so I'll get that done real quick, and then I'll be right back. Okay. Now we... Right, Yep. Now we have everything set to play as our newest character. It's going to be a short video today since I started a little late, but the prospect of getting potentially 5 videos done in a day allured me. Anyways, we randomized a starting location for this character, but I don't know if they're actually going to make it or not, because this is a horrible spawn for them. If we can't get off this ice and onto land, we're not surviving at all, which is unfortunate considering I should have taken that account for this character. I'm sorry for giving them such a bad start, but it's kind of what happened. Gotta be careful to not fall off, because if I fall off this ice and into the water, there's no recovering from that for this character, because they have sun gravity. The good part about the gravity is that because I jump, I immediately gain a little bit of speed boost on this ice. So, some things with this character. They have a very short interaction range of only a block. More like a block and a half because I had to do that. So we might not even be able to get some wood. Oh, wait. Holy shit, we actually did it. We got wood, and we didn't fall off. This is I'm immediately more hopeful now. Anyways, so that should be able to happen. They should only really be able to interact a block away, right? And 0.1, right? Hold on, I gotta adjust it a little bit so that way we can actually interact with blocks below us, and that is as low. All right, 1.3. That is our limit. So just enough to interact with the block below us is what's allowed. So now we can't. Oh yeah, we can't even jump either, which means we gotta bring out our first trick here. Crafting table. Spruce staircase. Oh yeah, that's right. There we go. It's going to be tough actually doing anything that we want to do as this character. Can I? Oh, I can't even. Okay, I might need to raise a little bit more. Unless I use... No, I think I'm going to have to raise it a bit higher. Just to be allowed to place a block. There we go. In order to actually reach with no arms. Because that is what we rolled for this character. Anyways, we should make a way to get into our world, or our house. This will be our house right here. Fucker. Okay. So because we can only interact with stuff one block close to us. Did I make this peaceful? I need to double check I didn't make it peaceful, because there needs to be some challenge. Are you kidding me? Anyways, now we are in the perfect position for our mole-like gameplay. Where did our... There. Okay, so... Okay. Grab you. We will put you there. Grab our crafting table. And then we actually need to come around this way to place this block here. Oh, wrong block. Peaceful might be another... This might be another character that has to be in peaceful, because... Man, are we gonna need the help. Okay, let me... Options? World options? Normal. Okay, good. We're on normal. In that case, we start on normal, we'll stay on normal. But now it's time to dig. Another stick. And we'll grab that. Ooh. We are going to be a mole, essentially, a little mole creature. It's not necessary, but it's the most helpful for what we got as this character. Since we have such short interaction range. Oh, if there's lava, we're so screwed if we're like strip mining. But we've got a little house now. Anyways, I got a texture pack for this new character. Since I think we'll do texture packs, I want to do skins too now. So I'm also going to do skins for characters and texture packs to differentiate the different characters, since I think that that will make it easier for viewers to understand at a glance what character is being played when. We could go out and mine some more trees again. This is a neat little house setup we got going on right now. Oh my god, coal. Okay, we don't actually need to go mine wood then, because we can make torch here. Hooray! Our first torch. And this is our humble abode. So, I finally got to play Legos with my sister. It only took a week for that to happen because our cousin stayed for a whole week. So, that was nice. Just finished playing with her a little bit ago. It seems to me that she doesn't actually really watch the videos. I said she watched them, but it seems like she didn't really watch them since she didn't know anything about what I was saying in the videos when I brought up things that I said. So it's kind of nice in that way. No one knows still, except for my boyfriend. I let him know about the series. We got to binge the Amazing Digital Circus. I got to actually watch the series in full, because I didn't really do that. Well, obviously I wouldn't binge it normally, but I got to finally see the ending because it was there. It annoyed me how much people would not stop putting like spoilers as their thumbnail or as their title for the video, and it kind of ruined a moment for me. I won't get into it now. Maybe I'll talk about it in a future episode, aka sometime later in the day if I run out of topics. But I'd probably put a spoiler warning and say to skip to this part or whatever, or to say skip to another part to avoid the spoiler. But I was so mad at the amount of people who just don't care about spoiling shows. It's so obnoxious. We gotta make sure we can get to places still. we're gonna have a lot of floating trees, I think, because unless I... No, not that. Okay. There we go. Big brain. We gotta be smart with this character in order to get anything done at all. Because their short arms are a real burden. Okay. But aside from those two things, not much happened. In fact, I actually didn't... this is 2 days from when I last recorded. So there's been stuff that happened, but not really anything to talk about other than the digital circus and Legos. I've been writing down topics, or I have a few topics written down to talk about, but I've also been trying to think of more topics, and I think of them, but I don't write them down, and so I forget about them, which is something that I need to fix. Let me turn the music up a bit more. While the music is going on, I have a bit where I can relax, because I feel like I talk a bit too much sometimes, so I run out of topics really easy. Okay, let me go back this way. Yes, we got saplings. Okay. We can go down here to mine a bit of this wood. I don't know how good I'm going to be able to do at keeping my promise of talking when there's nothing to talk about versus not talking when there's music. We need this. Oh, we should also... Alright, let's make a few ladders. Those will come in handy. Okay. No, please. I can't climb ladders? Oh. Okay. Well, this is going to be worse than I thought with sun gravity. Why did I add sun gravity? I just thought it would be fun. How wrong I was. I'm gonna increase it back to what I had before, 1.5. I don't care if it's like a little cheap that I can mine up still. I think not being able to place things very well is just too annoying. That it's not that it's like difficult, it's tedious, it's boring for both you and me, because I sit there trying to mine the same thing or place the same block over and over, which gets old. Like, we get it. I can only place things within place and destroy things within like a block of each other. I don't need to attempt to do that 20 million times. Oh, another thing is that I actually updated the character creator. I have done it. I've revamped how we create characters. And now it should be a lot more interesting. I think it's more interesting the fact that there's room for growth for characters now. Well, there goes the music, so it's time to bring up new topic. Let's see. I guess I can talk about something that's relevant to the character creator, and that is some LGBTQ stuff. Actually, you know what? I'll save that one for when we get to the character creator. I don't think I'm going to make a character again today, unless this character dies tragically, which they might. I don't know, they kind of feel like a hamster. I feel like something horrible is going to happen to this character, something tragic. Like, I can already see it happening. Which means the next topic is talking about the death of the evil little program that used to be in my computer. So, for a bit of context, there existed some kind of virus program? I don't know what to call it other than an evil little program that all it did was change my browser to Yahoo. That's all it did. It was so annoying that I got extensions specifically to block Yahoo. Like, to block websites, and I blocked Yahoo, so I'll never use it, even if it does change and I don't notice. So I can set it back to Google. We need to get those back on. We need to get these back before we can't anymore. Because if we can't, we essentially have some floating blocks that'll never come back to us. But so the evil little program would do nothing but just try and download, or not download, but it would just switch my browser. And it was super annoying. I finally figured out what was the cause. And it was like a file on my computer for something that I downloaded like a while back. It was like Watch This Online Now or something. And I guess it really liked setting my browser to Yahoo. Is that food? Oh my god, we have food for this character now. And now we also have a bunch of useless ladders that we actually can't use. Where'd Cole go? Okay, hold on. We need to put down our torches. Man, is this what, it's that one character, it's Captain Toad, I believe. That's the character that can't jump. Oh man, if we fall in the water, we're dead. We're so dead. There's actually no way of coming back. Except for swimming? Like, we'd have to, like, remember that, though, because it's very dangerous. But we've got some more wood. And now let's make, oh wait, no, our crafting table's over here. We gotta remember that. Crafting table. And let's make another trapdoor. So that way we can create a little area in here that we can crawl back down in. But this will be where we'll have our bed, I think. We'll have a little chamber that we can exit out of. This. Okay, cool. We got it set up now. Shovel. And so I figured out how to, like, where it was coming from, the program, and I needed, like, administrator privileges or whatever, so I just looked up a simple video on how to get that, and just like that, the evil little program that forced me to use Yahoo was gone. Can we... I believe this still lets... We can still attack things. We just can't build very far, since it's... from what I remember, there's separate things in the attributes. So... we can... What the fuck? Ow! Holy shit. That scared me. Holy crap. Holy crap, that's loud. Oh my god. That was a mistake. Options? I actually don't know if that was too loud or not. I'm talking quiet, so if it's loud, it's gonna be loud. Wow. Okay, we need food though. We need more slabs. We might as well just make a bunch of slabs right now, so that way we can get around. We'll worry about, like, we'll worry about wood at a later time, like keeping wood. We need a way to get up and down around places. Okay, we might need to stay in here for the night because we don't have anything good. We got some string. What can we make? I don't know what to make, but for right now, I'm gonna take a drink and okay. So we got slabs. Slabs are gonna be our friend in this with this character. We love slabs. Let's mine a bit more with our wooden pick. Let's expand our base. Maybe we can mine through this area and it's easier than just going up above. Let's go make a new pickaxe. I have enough sticks, right? Okay, I still got enough wood. I gotta learn to manage how much wood I use on everything now in order to make sure I can always I have enough for tools and building, but also I always have something for slabs. It's a shame that this character spawned so far away from everyone. I mean, they didn't spawn too far away from everyone. They did spawn far enough away to where I don't think they're going to find anyone. They are definitely stuck away from everyone else, so this character will likely not be found for a while. Same with every other character. I mean, I guess they didn't spawn far away, but they have an exact skill set that prevents them from really escaping where they are to somewhere new. Because of their inability to jump and their really low mining thing, this is not going to be an adventuring character. I still need to come up with a name for them. I could roll for a name, but I feel like that's for a later thing. We'll roll up character names at some other point. I don't even know what to nickname this guy either. Please let it be day soon. We really need it to be day. This 1x1 digging strategy, I think, is working way more than I expected it to. Sucks that we haven't even found any minerals yet. Alright, let's continue to mine. We are low on health. We're fine on food because we don't move very much because we're crouching, but and then also it's not even useful to sprint because we can't go up anything. But we do have... Oh! It's daytime. It's daytime. Now is our time to shine. If only we had one piece of iron. This video is now going in my Jimmy Here joke playlist. The joke is that any video I find that says the words One Piece, I put them all together. Okay, sand. Put sand here. Okay, let's get that berry bush. I guess that will be the show and tell for today. My Jimmy Here joke playlist. It's not even a funny joke. It's literally just One Piece. I mean, I guess it's not even a funny joke even in the context of Jimmy Here when he does it. Okay. Okay. Maybe we should... Alright, we gotta get more of these berry bushes, because then we can, like, start a berry bush farm underneath in our base, so we don't go hungry. Okay. Every block feels like an eternity almost, getting up it. Just because of how much the gravity is. It makes everything feel squished. Like, everything is the same height. I didn't even change the height, but this feels like a mountain instead of a hill that I just climbed. Okay. Got some of that. Oh, shit. Creeper. Aw, man. Okay. We'll go back down. We'll start up a berry farm. What did I... Okay. So we back in the mine, got our pickaxe swinging from side to side, side to side. Okay, let's make a new room here. This will be our berry room, where we can grow our berries and not kill ourselves from it. So we'll mine these here. And the idea is as follows. Man. Okay. Let's do that. We can now start making stone slabs instead of wooden ones. So it's easier for us. But we can put the berries like this. I think they're still going to grow. I believe they will. And believing is half the battle. We really need some wool. We really need it. I think we're going to be suffering for quite a while until we can get actual supplies. Because this character... It felt climbing a mountain for just getting up there. We literally can't even use ladders. Ladders would have been so nice to be able to just scale some things easy, but no, we gotta use fucking slabs for everything. And then there are monsters right now. Are we losing daylight? We're not losing daylight yet. Okay. Let's go up. Hope we don't run into anything. Okay, we're up here now. Fuck. Okay. There's another bush there. Okay. Okay. We'll eat a berry. Okay. We need to place some torches around here for this area to be safe. Okay, is there a creeper anywhere around here? No? No creeper. Is that skeleton still there? Yes, that skeleton is still there. So we gotta watch out for them. There's no mob, no... Okay. We need to set up lifelines in order for us to not die immediately getting cornered. Because if we need to run and we don't have a way back up, we're screwed. Okay, there's that way, there's that way. Okay, cool. We're starting to understand. We're starting to get it. A little bit of food. Come on, heal, please. I really need the healing. Alright. We are going through these slabs. Okay, we can't go that way because the skeleton is that way. Okay. All right. All right. We now have slightly faster, or no, it's not even faster. Who am I talking about? We're so screwed in this world as this character. I don't even know what their gender is. I guess no. It's not the time yet to start talking about that. We'll wait for when we create a new character. We'll probably play as just this character the whole day, since I feel like our only character left is the Prospector, and we've played too much as the Prospector. Okay. Crafting table. All right. Okay. So here's a little hidey hole for us to start digging in here. Here's where we should mine. Just strip mine, because we need that. I can rest easy now that there's some iron. Copper, just as good. If not better. Not better, but just as good. Something. guess if this is our mine, we don't... We could have just made a door. Yeah. No, it's still fine to do this since we have nothing else. No, I think we do need to start digging down a bit. Let's dig above for us. Dig here. And, we'll... Okay, we got one more trapdoor. Okay, well, we got this area now. Now it's time to mine, because the music is gone immediately. Okay, so in order for us to mine properly, we need to have stair slabs everywhere. I mean, we need slabs everywhere in general, but let's make a few wood. Make that. Let's make a furnace. Oh, yeah. You know what? We'll put the furnace there. Oh, wow. Neat. Okay, so that... Oh, that's nicely textured. That's interesting. Okay, we'll put you in there. We'll put this coal in there. We don't have too many torches left. But we're mining, so we'll find some stuff. Oh yeah, we got one more pickaxe, so I didn't need to smell all that copper yet, but it's still good to do it. I actually kind of like the progression now. I remember everybody was complaining about the progression of copper before, but I've been a copper fan forever. I'm a copperhead. That's dumb. But I always knew copper could, like, it had potential. They just needed to do it right, and I think they did do it right. Maybe it... Let's make this slightly easier for us to use our crafting table and also... Oh. There we go. We can now use our crafting table and get out at the same time. And now we can make copper pickaxe. I feel like I don't know how to feel about mining all the time. I enjoy mining, but I know not everybody does enjoy, like, just looking at ore like me mining every episode. But I like it. I enjoy it. It's practical to just mine. Again, half the name of the game is mine. The other half doesn't take, or takes like half a second to do. That being crafting. If only they made crafting longer, then we could have two boring things to do, or for you to look at. I enjoy this. This is relaxing. It's just that when I'm mining, I'd rather not be talking, so I can focus entirely on enjoying the mining, the sounds. That is terrifying. It feels like it feels like the tank from Left 4 Dead. Just the guttural grunts are so intimidating. Okay. We gotta wait a while for it to be day. Kind of dislike when we get a character that makes it really hard to get a bed. Because it means that we spend the first few days doing anything other than, like, we spend the first few days only mining. Because what else can you do at night? Other than cower in fear. And that's not fun for people to watch, like I was already talking about. And I guess that's my only issue, is that I now have to think about people watching-ish. Well, no. It's not that I need to worry about people watching. It's that when I'm mining, I don't want to talk. Which means that the best part of the series, I think, where I just ramble on, the part that I like when I rewatch my own videos, is that. So I gotta have more topics for when I mine, but I don't even want to talk when I mine. It's a vicious cycle, where in order to make it more appealing, I gotta talk, but I don't want to talk because it ruins the vibe of mining in the moment. It's time to keep on mining. And we can just kind of mine in any direction, roughly, and we'll come up with something, I think. Okay. Well, we got some copper, which is nice for us. It's very good. We can make copper armor now. If only we had one piece of iron, we can make a shield. What time is it? Oh, we're actually over time. Good night. I'm immediately going to start up a new video after this. Good night.